I feel like one of the biggest misconceptions about making money online is that you need a crazy skill or a degree, certificate, something like that in order for people to start paying you online. And let me confirm to you that that is not true. Okay. As somebody who has made money online for over 10 years, using the same skills, of course, getting better at them, but using the same skills, that is not true. As somebody who has also helped other people do the same thing, that is not true, y'all. Let's get out of that mindset. Okay. So in today's video, I'm going to break down to y'all 8 ways or 8 skills that you may not realize that people are paying for. Okay. They're paying somebody else, whether it's you or not you is up to you in this video, after this video. Okay. I'm going to break those things down. But before we jump into it, my name is Monique D. I worked in radio and television for over 10 years. iHeartMedia, Clear Channel, Hot 97, all the things. And now I take what I know and I help pour that into individuals, creators, entrepreneurs, people who are trying to monetize things that they know. All right. Because y'all, it is so simple. It is literally so simple. Once you get the idea and once you get the whole concept together, y'all, it's super simple. All right. So we're going to jump into that today. I'm going to use my iPad, y'all, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all know I don't like to edit. If you've seen my video before, I don't like to edit. So we're gonna jump into it. But before we do, before I give y'all skill number 1, go ahead and subscribe because I do drop content like this every single week. All right. So free game. All I ask for is a little sub and maybe a like and a comment. All right. So skill number 1 is being the go-to person. Are you your family, friends, or are you somebody that your family, friends, and coworkers go to for advice, for feedback, for just anything, like anything that they want your advice on or feedback on? Or okay, so skill number 1 is being the go-to person. All right. So are you somebody that your family, friends, and coworkers or whoever, are you somebody that they go to for recommendations, for feedback, for advice, anything like that? That is a service, you guys. People pay for that regularly. All right. You're just talking for free. So you don't see it as a service because you're not charging for it. Okay. So that is definitely a service and a skill that people pay for, because if they're coming back to you for advice, clearly they value your opinion. Right. So that is a service. All right. Skill number 2 is organization. Y'all, people pay for so many different things. The amount of people that I know who are unorganized, including myself, but the people that I know that are around me that are unorganized, they pay for planning. They pay for people to create systems for them. They pay for even certain systems like that they already have set up. Like if it's not an individual, if they find a program that can help them keep things organized, like you guys, they will pay for services that help them in business or just in life in general. Like, do not sleep on the idea of creating systems, templates, just anything that would make people's lives easier. Not only that, you guys, but another form of organization is housekeeping. People pay for housekeeping. You know what I mean? They may not have the time that others have to keep their houses clean and everything. So they'll pay for that service. You guys, I've had a cleaning business before. Like there's so many things that people will pay for that I need y'all to tap into that are not as hard as you think. Okay. At least for you. Skill number 3 is encouraging people. People pay for motivation, y'all. They pay for accountability. They pay for just help with their thought process. Like y'all, one of my most expensive mentors was my mindset coach. Y'all, I pay for a mindset coach, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. I think most people should pay for that because it's so helpful on your journey and understanding where certain triggers come from, where like certain things that you do, certain traumas and things. It's important to identify those things, and mindset coaches help you with that. Like therapists also help you with that, but that's another thing. People pay for therapy. They pay for people that will encourage them. They pay for coaches that will keep them accountable. Like I'm in multiple accountability groups, you guys, because I understand that I need the accountability and I have my own accountability group. So there's so many things that people will pay for that I feel like y'all are sleeping on because you don't realize that there is value there. There's absolutely value there. Support is extremely valuable, y'all. I don't think you realize this. A lot of people do not have supports, especially if you're an entrepreneur or creator. Sometimes the road can be rough unless you have people around you who understand what you're doing and where you're going. So y'all tap into it. Like support is valuable. A lot of people need it and a lot of people don't receive it from the people that they wish that they did. So be that person for somebody else and get your money. Okay. And not even saying it like that. Well, no, I am saying like that. Actually, I am. But be a resource to somebody in that way and it'll pay you effortlessly. Okay. All right. So where are we at? Number 4, connecting people. y'all, introducing people to the right person, being somebody who knows how to network, that is a skill. Most people cannot do that. Most people are introverts, which I would say I'm an introvert. I'm an extroverted introvert, but being somebody that can connect people on different levels and like put people in the same role, like whether it's hosting events, whatever, like be somebody who, okay, number 4 is connecting people. Y'all, introducing people to the right people, helping them build relationships, being someone who knows how to network, that is a skill. Y'all, I can think of about 10 different businesses right now just with networking alone. So do not sleep on the ability. If you are somebody that likes to network, likes to talk, you are a people person, that is a very rare skill, especially now, y'all. Like, I feel like that is a rare skill. Like, while I am I'm an extroverted introvert. I do feel like a lot of people now struggle with the ability to network because they're not they're not people. I was a people person, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not people where they feel like they can like connect on certain levels. Like, some people are just very, very shy. They're very reserved. I feel like 2019 era kind of shut a lot of people down when it came to being more personable. So if you are somebody who thrives with networking and connecting with people, that is a skill. Monetize that. Okay. Stop playing. All right. Let me see. We are at skill number 5, which is research. Y'all, okay, skill number 5, we're at skill number 5, which is research. Y'all, finding information, helping people like locate things, like being a person who can easily find something. That is a service, y'all. Like, being able to research. I said, y'all, eventually I was going to start a Google service because I'm tired of people no, I'm not going to say that. Okay, skill number 5, y'all, is research. Y'all, finding locations, researching, like just making people's life easier when it comes to finding things and gathering data and all that stuff. That is a service. If you are somebody who likes to do that type of stuff, that is a service. Like, y'all, please tap into the idea. Okay, skill number 5 is research. Y'all, finding information, comparing options, locating research. Okay, skill number 5 is research. Y'all, finding locations, looking up certain data, just gathering information for people. That is a service that people outsource all the time, you guys. Businesses always outsource stuff like that. You can easily start a business doing that to help other people's life. You can easily start a business doing that, y'all. Like, the purpose is to make people's lives easier. And that is definitely a service that I feel like people sleep on, because most people, they have the vision or they have this, but they don't have the research to back it. So they need your support in gathering that information. So don't sleep on the opportunity to do research for people. So don't sleep on the opportunity to do research for people, y'all. That is definitely a service that is needed and a skill that people will absolutely pay for. Okay. Number 6 is listening. And I know you're like, girl, what? Like, what are you talking about? Okay, okay, y'all, number 6. Okay, skill number 6, y'all. Okay, skill number 6, y'all, is listening. And I know you're gonna be like, girl, what are you talking about? And this kind of ties into the first one where people come to you for advice and stuff, but listening to people, being attentive, like really listening to understand and not just respond, like that is a service, y'all. Like, I remember there was even a service that I saw years ago. It was probably like, it might be like 4 or 5 years ago, but it was like maybe longer than that. Anyway, point is, there was a service that somebody was offering at, it was like different, like BART. Y'all know BART? Like BART, we in the Bay, we have BART, but like in like New York or whatever, it's like subway stations and stuff. There was a person that would sit in the subway stations and they would give people hugs and like, I think a space to talk or something like that. But stuff like that, y'all, that is a service. Like, most people now, they do not listen. They listen to argue or to like disagree or to give feedback. And it's like, no, sometimes you just need to listen. You know what I mean? A listening ear is actually a skill, y'all. I need y'all to not sleep on that either, because the person that was doing it, they would like get donations, I believe it was, or people would pay them like, I think $5 for a chat and stuff like that. So you can get paid to get pulled for a chat. If you've been watching Love Island, I just had to say that. I've been watching Love Island, y'all. But anyway, okay, so listening. All right. And let me see. Okay, skill number 6, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skill number 6, y'all, is listening. I feel like this is a very underrated skill, and it kind of ties into the first skill that I gave you guys, where people come to you for advice and stuff. But I remember a while ago there was like a service that people were offering. I think it was like at a subway station in New York or something, where a person would sit at, like, have a table and sit, and people would pay them to like come talk to them and give them a hug, like a hug service, y'all. Like, people were paying for that. Like, I don't think y'all realize how big of a need it is for people to just sometimes have somebody to listen, or to listen to them and to understand them, and really understand them, listen, clarity, and just not just listen, but listen to understand, not to respond. A lot of people are just trying to immediately give feedback, and it's just like, you're not even hearing what I'm saying. That is a service, you guys. If you have that gift of being able to listen to people and hear them out, that is definitely absolutely a gift. So also, I mean, think about therapists. Like, that's what they do. They listen all day, right? They listen and they give you feedback on what it is that you need assistance with. So that is definitely a skill that people sleep on. Okay, and number 7. Okay, and skill number 7 is your life experience. Y'all, what have you been through? What is something that you may have struggled with before, but you have reached that part of your journey where you're ready to talk about it and help somebody else? What's something that you are currently going through that you could help somebody else with on the way? Like, I think people get so afraid of sharing their story sometimes online that they don't realize that that story may be the money maker. It may be something that changes people's lives. It may be something that God made them go through or allowed them to go through in order to help somebody else on their journey. You never know what your story may be to somebody else. It could be it could be hope for somebody else. It could be support for somebody else. To hear somebody go through the same thing I'm going through, of course, if it's bad, I don't want people to suffer like me, but to hear somebody else's story and understand that I resonate with that and it encourages me to keep going, that is something that I feel like people sleep on. What lessons have you learned in those stories? Are you sharing this story with other people? Y'all, I don't think you understand that your story or the things that you have been through could be somebody else's shortcut. You sharing your story online could help somebody get through it easier than you ever could have. And maybe that it was the reason, maybe that was a purpose for you going through it. Maybe the purpose was for you to be that light and that shortcut, that tunnel out for somebody else. You know what I mean? So don't sleep on the ability to share your story. That is like, to me, that's like one of the simplest ones on the list, is like you sharing your story online. Not only is it therapy for yourself, but it is also healing, and healing yourself and healing the person that is encouraging, healing the person. Not only is it healing for yourself, but not only is it healing for yourself, but it's also healing for the person who is receiving the information and who resonates. Okay, and last but not least, number 8 is creativity. Y'all, the ability to generate ideas, to create content, to put things together, to like bring a vision to life on paper or in whatever format you're looking for, whether it's digital, online, whatever. Like, that alone is a gift, you guys. I know so many people who have visions and who have these ideas and stuff, but they have no idea how to put it on paper. They couldn't tell you. They couldn't tell you where to start. So somebody who is able to be creative and pull out that creativity out of different creatives, or not creatives, but businesses and stuff like that, like, that alone is a gift. That is a skill that a lot of people do not possess. That's why they pay for certain people. That's why some companies pay for creative directors. They pay for that type of stuff because they understand that I have the vision and I have the business portion of it. But as far as the creativity of it, I need help with that. So people pay for that all the time, you guys. Like, do not sleep on the ability to use your creativity to help somebody else's business or their brand or their vision, bring it to life and turn that into income. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys. Like, there's so many things, like there's more. I just wanted to keep this kind of short and sweet because I told y'all I don't want to edit, and my biscuits are ready. I'm going to have to take them out in a second. So I got to go, you guys. But as somebody who, But as somebody who, like I told you guys before, has done this for over 10 years, like literally taken a skill and just monetized it every single year since then, there's no reason why y'all can't do the same. Like, and it's not something that you have to do full time. Don't feel like you have to start off full time, but that's something that you can do for extra income. There's been times where I've worked a full time job, but I've still made money off those things for over 10 years. You know what I'm getting? You get what I'm saying? Like, there's still power in your skills. Do not sleep on that, y'all, because for a long time, I felt like all the things that I learned were valueless because it was easy or it was like something that I knew. And it's like, I don't struggle to do it. It's just effortless. So I didn't see the value in it until I really thought back and I'm like, wow, I've made money off of this for over 10 years. And it's stuff that people still ask me for to this day. Like, don't sleep on it, y'all. That's all I can say. All I can say is do not sleep on it. I know people right now are trying to figure out income. And while I do understand, of course, look for other jobs, but do not sleep on the ability to monetize the things that you know. Okay, if you need support on that, I love helping people with that. I have links in my bio for different resources for that type of stuff. I have one-on-one coaching for that. Do not sleep on the ability to monetize your mind, you guys. Okay, it is so powerful. And I promise you, it's not just about the money, it's rewarding. Because once you identify the thing that you know naturally and that you can really help others with, just there's nothing that makes you wake out of bed faster. I'm telling you, like, there's so much peace in it. Once you really align with the thing that you are meant to do and the thing that you are meant to monetize to help others do. Okay. So I hope this helps, y'all. I got to go. But like I said, I hope you guys got something from this. If you did, go ahead and comment down below. If you have identified your gift just from watching this video, comment that down below as well. I hope to see y'all in the next video. Go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for being here. And I will see y'all in the next one. I got to go eat my biscuits now. Bye, y'all.